Hey, what's going on, Jack? Guys, this is Jack, coach of your vnfeuipgrenfgjreopgfnerjopgjopg, to bring you our week 7 battle. I did not make a team builder this week because I was feeling pretty lazy, but you can see my team right there on the screen in front of you. This week we are battling Alex, aka Ronder, coach of the Seattle Staraptors, and he is bringing, it looks like, Salazzle, Meloetta, Cloyster, Alola Ninetales, Staraptor, and the Charizard. So I'm really glad to see he did not bring the Crocodile, because Crocodile could have been a huge pain for me to deal with. I do not have a good switch into that. What I think I'm going to lead off with, though, is my Excelgor there, because I really do want to get up my hazards this week, my spikes and my toxic spikes. Looking at his team, a lot of what I expected. Salazzle is going to be a bit of a problem, as well as Meloetta. Meloetta can be a bit of a hassle for me to deal with, but I do have a couple semi-reliable switch-ins, as well as a really good counter in Houndoom as well. So, yeah. Staraptor can be a bit of a problem, but I do have the Doublade, so as long as that thing is around and healthy, that isn't too much of an issue. I also do have the Torkoal. He leads off with the Ninetales, so I'm just going to go off and set up my spikes. If he wants to go for the Aurora Veil, I can just Encore him into that. He does just go for the Dark Pulse. I can just set up another layer of spikes here and Encore him into that. He does make the play out into Staraptor. I do have 2 layers of spikes up, and since he did bring the Salazzle, getting toxic spikes isn't the main thing on my priority list, so I do think I want to sack off the Excelgor here. I'm just going to go for another layer. He does go for the U-turn, expecting me to switch out so I can get up my 3rd layer of spikes. And I'm just going to go for the HP Rock here, get some nice chip damage on the Ninetales. Yeah, so as long as he doesn't have Rapid Spin on the Cloyster, those spikes are here to stay. Meaning that if I get my rocks up, then Charizard's going to take the nice chip damage from that, as well as if he comes in again, I can get more chip damage with the spikes on that as well. And it looks like my, actually no, I didn't have, oh yeah, I did have max HP, and I could put in a little bit into defense, because I didn't need fully max speed on the Excelgor. Yeah, so just getting the crit is a bit of a hassle for him, sorry about that. And I am in here with Houndoom, which is actually pretty great. I just noticed that he didn't bring the Komodo at all, which is amazing, honestly, because without the Komodo, Houndoom puts in a lot of work against his team. So that's actually really good to see. I'm going to go for the Mega Evolution and set up a substitute here, because behind a substitute he does not have a whole lot for me. And now I can just go for a Flamethrower, I think. He does have the Aurora Veil up, obviously. Is a bit of a hassle. But even still, he doesn't have a lot of good resists. There is, of course, a chance to burn. And now we do know he has Scarf, since he outsped the Excelgor earlier. So I could go into Doublade here. However, I think I want to go out into my Excelgor here, because if he stays in and goes for the Brave Bird, I can sack it off and then safely go in. And if he decides to go into the Charizard or something, I have that option as well. Nice, I'm really glad that I decided to go into Excelgor, because if he decides to set up Calm Minds or anything like that, I can Encore him into those. I'm just going to set up Toxic Spikes here. Obviously, like I said before, he can go into Salazzle, but if he just... so he shows the U-turn, which implies he might be a Relic Song Meloetta. It's hard, I can't tell obviously because of that damage, because it was going to take us out nonetheless. But now I can just super easily, I could go into Torkoal to get my rocks up, which would keep the Staraptor from constantly coming in, which I think is what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up my Stealth Rocks. Oh, and he has Defog Staraptor. Very nice bring on his part. But now I take that thing out. That thing is no longer going to be causing me some hassles. And I can pretty reliably bring Torkoal in at other times as well to set up my Stealth Rocks. Scarf Defog Staraptor. I mean, I suppose it's a solid bring because he doesn't need the extra 4th move slot on a Scarf Staraptor, but it's definitely solid. I was not expecting that, so that's a little unfortunate that Excalibur kind of did die for nothing. It got some nice chip damage on the Meloetta, but I don't know. It's yet to see whether or not that chip damage will actually mean anything. So let's see here. Does Lava Plume from Torkoal? I do have some special attack investment on my Torkoal. So does it kill Ninetales through Aurora Veil? Lava Plume does do 50% in hail. So let's go ahead and get rid of this Ninetales. It does not. Oh, obviously, because I don't have Aurora Veil up. Even still, that was a low roll, but it would have taken a max roll for us to be able to knock it out. So I think I'm just going to go for... yeah, I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rocks. I'm just going to go for the Earth Power here, because it is 4 times super effective even through the Veil, and Salazzle is not super bulky. So the question is here, he might go for a poison type move to be able to hit my Torkoal. So if I go into Doublade, because Doublade isn't that necessary now that Staraptor's gone. Versus Salazzle, Nasty Plot, through Aurora Veil, Shadow Sneak. Oh, you're not level 100. Shadow Sneak does 16% minimum, 16 to 18.8. So after the hail damage, Shadow Sneak should be able to take him out. He does go for the Sludge Wave, so now I can go for the Shadow Sneak and take this Salazzle out. Woo! Alright. Alright, so, and the Ninetales will go down to rocks, so once this Aurora Veil is gone, it will be gone for good. And now I can go for the Brick Break to break through that Aurora Veil. And if he goes for the Flare Blitz, then he should go down to recoil. Doublade getting all the kills, so beautiful. Yeah, I believe that Houndoom should be able to clean up after all this. Go for the Gyro Ball just so that he doesn't do anything silly. And now we do see the leftovers, so we know he's not a Saltfest. Does Houndoom guarantee knockout Meloetta? Even if he's like Calm max special defense. What the heck? Meloetta, you bulky. However, he shouldn't have anything for me, so I can just go into Houndoom and click the Dark Pulse. Oh, because I still have the Aurora Veil up, obviously. So yeah, Dark Pulse should be doing around 50%. Go for the Flamethrower. Knock out the Cloister. Houndoom finally putting in some work. And that is the game, guys. GG to Alex. Very interesting bring. I really think he should have brought Komodo or Crocodile, because both of those he wanted Torkoal to get one more kill. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. That is our Week 7 match. We have 2 matches left, both of them in division against Dan and Chaz. And then I believe with this win, we are guaranteed a playoff spot. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Oh, shoot. Bye, guys.